Happy Juneteenth, everyone. It's easier to go live than to make a video, and I know I have not been here in a while. I'm going through some crazy stuff. Feel free to check out my main page, Misunderstood, spelled like misunderstood. But there I talk about like sobriety type stuff. I'll put that here in case anybody. But here I just call it politically incorrect because we're just talking stuff. But let me just put that right here. I'm not going to put the link, but if you type it like this, you'll catch me on my main page. All right. Shoot, I can't spell. Okay. I wanted to say quickly, hey, King. Let me drop. Oh, King. Can you drop my link to my main page in this chat? Let me make your mind. Okay. So, I'm Nicole. So, Juneteenth is now a national holiday. And it's kind of my thoughts about it, I think. So, those of you that don't know what Juneteenth is, how you doing, King? I'm out of breath. Trying to make a quick stream since I don't have any videos over here. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Live streams are just so much faster, but we can chill for a second, King, before I jump over. Okay, let me read this. I'm gonna read this to you because it will say it better than I can explain it. After the Union Army captured New Orleans in 1862, slave owners in Confederate states migrated to Texas, more than 150,000 enslaved black persons. For 3 years, even after President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, enslaved black Americans in Texas remained in brutal bondage, immorally and illegally deprived of their freedom and basic dignity. On June 19th, 1865, over 2 years after President Lincoln declared all enslaved persons free, Major General Gordon Granger and Union Army troops marched to Galveston, Texas, to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation and free the last enslaved Black Americans in Texas. So Juneteenth, thank you, King, I appreciate you. So Juneteenth is a big deal. It's now a national holiday. All 50 states observe it, and I definitely wanted to come back to this channel and say, happy Juneteenth. It's always easy to say that I wish that things happened sooner, but it's here and it's now, and I'm happy that some of our grandparents, great grandparents, even parents can observe it. I don't care what race you are, care what nationality you are. When there's some people that's afflicted or held in bondage, any type of bondage, it affects the entire nation. We really are our brothers and our sisters keeper, right? King understands, and we are one nation, one person. And I don't know about you, but it hurts me still to see my brothers or sisters suffering. And I think with this internet era, sometimes we forget that. It's all about having empathy. Those who were freed from bondage celebrated their long overdue emancipation on June 19th. Today, our nation commemorates Juneteenth, a chance to celebrate human freedom, reflect on the grievous and ongoing legacy of slavery, and rededicate ourselves to rooting out the systematic racism that continues to plague our society as we strive to deliver the full promise of America to every American. For me, I'm very emotional reading that because history, a lot of people like to say, oh, slavery was 400 years ago. No. Did you forget about Black codes and Jim Crow? Right? We still see the effects of slavery now. I want to celebrate new beginnings. It seems as if Gen Z is making a lot of strides in changing the future. I'm really proud of them. They get a bad rep sometimes. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just wanting to see some of the damage. I want to see my grandparents, my great grandparents, and remember those who are not here, some of our fallen soldiers that never got recognition for certain things. It's a very emotional day. It's a very powerful day. And the fact that our country is recognizing Juneteenth when the last Black American was set free is a big deal. And I definitely wanted to take the time out to say, no matter, let's remember those who have suffered. We have the Holocaust. We have uh, other stuff like we know. Remember Pearl Harbor. You know, there's people that has been suffering. Let's not forget our brothers and sisters, the black ones here. I'm not gonna get technical and be like African Americans because then I'd be like, I'm not from Africa, I'm from Jamaica. So that's why I said it's politically incorrect. We just speak bluntly here. There's still things that's not right. As an Afro Latina, uh, I do tread lightly when I'm speaking about a lot of these issues, but slavery has affected every person. I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're black. We were lied to and told that a certain group of people were dangerous, that they were not safe. Black men were, you know, rapists and stuff like that. No, they never had a history of raping anyone. You They didn't have that at all, but people were afraid that they weren't ready for the black male to be set free. Then you got Birth of a Nation, there's a whole history there. And so white believed what they were told. And after years and years and years, I'm just saying that there's a history here. I'm not blaming anyone, but it is nice that we can go forward and celebrate this holiday as a nation. I think that it doesn't matter if you're white or black or Asian, whatever you are. It's a national holiday for a reason because we have to embrace each other. Race was a made up thing, it put people into classes. And I really think that it's time to celebrate all types of beauty, different shades, but definitely let's remember those that came from the ancestry that has the lineage of slavery, those descendants of slavery, because they're a special group of people. I say they because as an Afro Latina, I too want to celebrate those that came here. I'm a black woman. Um, I'm a proud black woman. I'm a proud Afro Latina. I'm definitely proud of my fellow brothers and sisters, and I am happy that we all can celebrate this day together. And I spent the whole day trying to talk to my kids about it, trying to make sure that we study our own history. And the only way to make sure we can't make sure that history doesn't repeat itself if we don't know what that history is. So it is important to know these days why we have these holidays and the history behind it. All right. I have some thoughts. Let me see if I can find it. Here, let me pull up some notes of something. Um, what I So this was a strange question, but someone had asked me if the mail would run. Um, no, it's a national holiday. So tomorrow, wait, no, Monday, the mail's not gonna run because they're gonna we're gonna observe the holiday. And so let me read this to you. The federal holiday commemorates the day when over 250,000 enslaved Black people learned of their freedom, right after the General Gordon Granger and roughly 2,000 Union troops arrived at Galveston Bay. I told you that. So it's a federal holiday, and it commemorates a day when a large, come on, what did I say? A million enslaved Black people learned of their freedom. Imagine that day, how they felt, the amount of suffering they had. So I'm really glad that Monday we can enjoy and take that day off. And with that, I'm going to say happy Juneteenth. It's a huge day in our country, and I pray for more. I pray for a stronger nation. And with that, we can't have one group of people. You know, if somebody is suffering, if somebody's still being trafficked or not earning a livable wage, whatever it may be, every improvement, I think that we should celebrate. And with that, I'll see you guys later. This is politically incorrect. Bye bye.